This video contains sequences of flashing lights and bright colors which may cause discomfort and trigger seizures for individuals with diagnosed or undiagnosed photosensitive epilepsy. Sensitive viewers should stop watching now. Hello again, my friends. Eric Pearson here. Hope you're all doing well. This is the second of 3 new videos covering the Blue Hour DLC package in SLIPSTREAM. In the first video, I covered one of the new cars modeled after the Porsche 911. Today, I'm going to cover the second of the 3 new cars, which is modeled after the Lotus Turbo Esprit. So let's get started. Okay, so once again, we're going down to single player, Cannonball, going to select 6 tracks. And just like before, we're focusing on the new tracks in the DLC. So I'm going to start in Transylvania, then head westward to Pompeii, then further on to Marseille in France. Then we head to Andalusia, which is in southern Spain. Then we're going to turn north and go in the aquatic ruins, simulating a trip under the English Channel and the tunnel there. And then finally, we're going to wind up in Edinburgh. I know that in my previous video I pronounced it wrong. It is not pronounced Edinburgh, it is actually pronounced Edinburgh. So special thanks to my friend in the UK for pointing that out. Alright, so now we're confirmed there. So, previously, this is the car we drove, the Wellenreiter. This is the Spectre. This is the car that is modeled after the Lotus Turbo Esprit. As you can see, it has very high top speed, not great handling, and really lousy acceleration. I'd like to point out that this may not be a good choice if you're going to do the Battle Royale game mode. Alright, so let's get going here. As you can see, there's an arrow indicator in the radar now. In a moment, you'll see the arrow turn and change color to give us an idea of what kind of curve lies ahead. This gives us a little more of a chance to do well in the game. I'm reminded of the turn indicators in Sega Rally Championship. That was a close one. All right, first place. So while I'm going along, I can count 2 other games in which the Lotus Turbo Esprit figured prominently. The first was when I was a teenager. There was a game I had for the Apple II called Test Drive, and it had a number of drivable exotic sports cars, including the Lotus. And it was a fun game to play for its time. And then a few years later, when I was in college, I had a Sega Genesis, and one of the games that I rented was Lotus Turbo Esprit Challenge. And the controls of that game, your buttons were gas, brakes, and having your driver yell "Yee-haw." I remember playing against a friend, and I was just blowing his doors off. And he said, "How are you beating me and still working in all those yee-haws?" Whoops. Yeah, like I said, this car looks cool, goes fast, does not handle as well as some of the other cars in the game. So I guess you pay a coolness penalty for having this car. Whoops. Alright. Barely made it, but first place. Alright, that's a pretty good run. Let's see how we did. So, first place most of the time, with the exception of the beginning of the race where I was in 4th and then 2nd place in Andalusia, but still, you know, not bad. Yeah, so a little over 6 minutes total time, so I'd say that was a pretty good run. Again, taking into account that this car's handling is not the best in the game. Still worth trying now and again. So there you have it. Demonstration of the second of 3 new cars in the Blue Hour DLC of Slipstream. Thank you very much for watching, and join me next time. Eric Pearson, signing out.